Let's run
My
this.
best friend of 10 years went behind my back and started dating my ex-boyfriend. Should I beat her today or tomorrow?
Today.
She said,
Do it
should she
today.
beat her today or tomorrow?
Do it today. Get it out the way.
Today or tomorrow?
Today. That's not your best friend, so I wouldn't even started it my best friend because your best friend know better than that. Like your best friend is not going to deal with nobody that you have dealt with. That's somebody who want to be you, who wants your life. So be that today.
But here's the thing. Don't let your past hold you down from the one that's going to hold you down.
Look at Yandy talking. Look at Yandy talking. Don't let your past hold you back. Listen, man, y'all women is messy. Some of y'all women are just so damn messy. Why y'all women so messy?
You beating her. What about the new man? Where's your new man at? Because he's going to have a problem with the fact that you out here fighting for your ex. It ain't even worth it. If he could do that to you and she could do that to you, leave them both where they at.
The toxic in me and the tequila is saying be. But the right thing to do is to leave her in the past.
You know, as I listen to her, it's nowhere near about that dude. It's more than that. Like, it's the principle. There were nights where I talked to you and I cried to you about how this man was treating you. You gave me
See, it goes deeper than even that. It goes down to the fact that you don't know how to select your female friends properly. That's it. It doesn't have so much to do with what I've told you or what she told you or what she didn't tell you, and that you confided in her or that you confide in your female friends about shit. I'm gonna listen. If you're a woman and you're watching this right now, I'm gonna tell you right now. You just have a bad picker if you keep putting women like that around you. Because like when I got married, I told my wife we had to cut off, those friends. Some of y'all like, oh my God, cutting off those friends. Yeah, because we just got married. It's time to focus on us, not her friends. Not her mama, not her sister, nobody. It's time to focus on our union. 19 years later, we focus on our union. Yeah, we got friends and family friends we hang out with and we have communication with, but our union stays the focus because it started off as the focus. And how from there, we didn't look to the right, we didn't look to the left to be able to teach us how to communicate. We have to communicate one-on-one, and God is the one who turns around and helps us to understand what each other is saying and how to communicate with each other. Yeah, man. Y'all get out here and you put your female friend in a position that she doesn't deserve to be in, especially if you say you found the one that you love and that he loves you, but you use her to actually give you insight into what he is truly saying instead of going to him, meaning your man or your spouse or your boyfriend, the one that's going to be the one that's number one in your life, or that you said is going to be number one in your life. That's a great way to just lead. So when I look at it, I sit back and I'm wondering, you think that it's the girl, but it ain't the girl. It's you. It's you never having enough time to really focus on yourself and to hear your thoughts, your inner thoughts, so you can actually make some good decisions. When you keep going to people for advice, and you go to people for advice before you even acknowledge God or go to God for advice or even say, hey, God, what do I do about this? Even if you never heard him speak to you before, or you are questioning whether it's him speaking to you, at the very least, give him time to respond, but go to him first. But you keep going to these women. Guys keep doing the same thing. They go to the dudes like these niggas know more than you go to guys, and then it's crazy. You go to guys who don't even qualify to give you advice on the subject. You don't even take the time to think about, does this person qualify? I'm just telling you stuff that I learned the hard way, man. And it's not even to kick your butt, because honestly, you don't know. You only know what you know. That's it. You only know what you know. You don't know anything else. You only know what you know, and that's it. Oh no. Go ahead.
Advice. You told me what to do. You helped me in the process with this. I poured my heart. I was vulnerable. I was transparent. I was open. Female friendships are something completely different. That's a sisterhood. We look at you like a sister. And it's the fact that even past that, you went on a trip. You didn't even tell me the truth. You hiding it from me. You know, the same way I tell my best friends,
there is no sisterhood. There is no brotherhood. Guys, listen. Unless you're talking about your family, unless you're talking about a true someone, and this is the tricky part about it. Y'all cast this blanket thing like there's a sisterhood. There isn't a sisterhood. I've seen women are the most, y'all can be the most treacherous, scheming, low down scheming, talking, saying one thing, but really meaning something completely different. And I'm telling you, and my wife is to admit it. She will. Women are just scandalous. They're just scandalous. I'm not telling you as somebody that just scandalous. I feel like dudes can be the same way too. So I can't really say it's all women and all guys, but I feel like dudes can be the same way too. Not I just feel. I actually know. Like I would get up and I'm chilling at a cigar spot and I'll go grab a stick and I'll be going for about 5 minutes. It don't even take 5 minutes. Damn, don't let me be leaving out. And my girl is there and I'm leaving to go grab something around the corner. In a matter of minutes, niggas is like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You need something to sit right here? Blah, blah, blah. Y'all Gen X and both. I'm telling you. Man, hey. Man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. What's up, man? But yeah, man. So keep on going.
The same way we treat our romantic relationships, we still have an obligation to our friendships as well. So just like we have the obligation to be real and honest and transparent and have that safety and security with our romantic partners, it's supposed to be there with our friendships as well. And you hid this from me. Like, you deceived me. You betrayed me on a deep level. Like, you've now changed what I viewed friendships as. You have changed and altered my brain chemistry now. And I have to sit here and live and try to think of who you were to me all these years that we were friends.
Picking the right friends or being able to discern if somebody is truly your friend, I'm telling you, it can cost you. It can cost you a lot. It can cost you a lot. It can cost you a lot of time, a lot of energy, because you let certain people into your circle. And I'm gonna continue saying this: certain people should earn the right into your space. And if they can't earn it and they get frustrated in earning it, you need to look at that as a sign that something isn't right, that something's not comfortable. It's not right. They should earn it. I don't know where there's a lie that we are the value of the amount of relationships that we have. And it's not. No, we're the value. Our value is the quality of the relationships, not the amount of relationships. You can be the richest person and only have 3 valuable connections. 3 valuable connections, whether it's your wife, your spouse, 2 friends, a friend and a here and a friend over here. They don't have to live in your same. You're rich. Because if you guys are sharing information freely, and then you're also people that aspire to do great things, and you're always learning, you're always developing in yourselves, you're rich. You're rich. I can tell the value when I got friends that are entrepreneurs, and they call themselves investors also. They're investors / entrepreneurs. And then I have friends that are investors / entrepreneurs. Investors / entrepreneurs. When I look at the two of them side by side, I see the ones that do a lot of shit, but they say they do a lot of stuff. But when it comes time for them to actually share value, they fall and they filter. They just don't share value. So I say, like, okay, why are you learning this? Is like, then you've got ones that are entrepreneurs. And they share, if you stop them and be like, hey, man, what do you think about this? That share a lot of stuff. Go all the way in and sharing. That's the value of a friend. That's a viable friend. That's somebody that's very valuable because they don't rate what they share with you based on if you can catch them or not. You can catch them or not. So you have to look at these little signs to say this person is a friend, this person isn't a friend. It shouldn't come down to, oh, I told them and then I get burnt. They were showing you signs that they were going to burn you way before it even started. Yeah.
Who were you really? What was really your motives? Right. That is a heartbreak that I don't think any woman ever wants to experience. And when we go through a friendship heartbreak, it's worse than a romantic breakup. So I ain't gonna.
And that's wrong. Like Bruce is right there. He said the same level as your relationship with covenant partners. It shouldn't be. If your spouse, she's your partner. I had a friend that always turned around and he would always ask questions. Your wife is coming. She's gonna be there. And what do you think she's gonna think about this? He was so obsessed with my wife and what she would say about certain things. I said, dude, what? Okay, so what's going on here? Come to find out what's going on, and I'm reading it. Like I said, they send you signs. Better read the signs. He's doing that because he's already got intentions of trying to swindle me on something. And he wants to kind of find out how close am I to my wife? Because in a covenant partnership with a spouse, a good one, the right one, they'll actually point out certain things that you don't see. Most of you guys, when your spouse points out things to you that you don't see, you automatically take offense and you think that she's coming at you in order to correct you. Sometimes these women see certain things, the right women, the good women, a woman of God, not these hoes out here in the street, yo.
Congratulations. Well done.
You know, not the one that you said, not the one that you want to be the housewife.
Oh, no.
Not that. I'm talking about a real woman of God that adds value. She's going to point out that things because she's equipped with the discernment to see it. So if she's putting her friendship on the same level as her relationship with her spouse or the one that she's aspiring to, even take it to that level, it's never going to go to that level of being a close relationship. It's not. It's never going to grow to that level of that spouse having that position as being someone that speaks life into her life, someone that helps them and that y'all stand up during hard times, because your friend already got a foothold in a relationship. You've already evened the playing field. And I know why a lot of women do this. Y'all do this because you don't want to get hurt. But if you have a relationship with the Holy Spirit, you don't have to worry about that. If you have a relationship with God, you don't have to let that be a fear. The thing with these fears, you got to realize when you let that be a fear, what you fear the most will come upon you, and that is scriptural. That is scriptural. That's what happened with Job. Job feared what was going to happen. He went out and he kept praying and sacrificing for the kids and sacrificing for the kids and sacrificing for the family and burnt offering over here, burnt offering over there. Boy, you know how y'all get religious? You know how the mama get religious, how y'all get religious. Come on, man. And that fear, that overworking, performing, huffing and puffing, always on your mind. What do I do next? How do I make this work? It took you to a different place and you didn't realize it was coming behind you. That's why a woman's relationship should always start with God. It should always start with God. And if she's aspiring to be a woman of virtue, her quiet time with the Lord will help her be a blessing to her spouse. First, will help her find a spouse. Will help her find a spouse. Likewise with men. Likewise. Man, I always say you could tell somebody. I mean, people would say, "Oh yeah, you could tell a woman by her personal time with God." I don't. You know. Let's keep on going. I'll touch on that later.
I tell you to beat the girl up. Like I done gave that life away because I that's in the back of me. But I will say that whatever she did to you, I guarantee you, whatever you reap, you gonna sow. So don't think that relationship may be grand right now.
I know this one guy, he was a con man, and I found out, dude, that he was smashing one of the girls at the little cigar spot that we would meet up at with him, us, a couple other brothers. Because I hang out with guys, you know. I'm not talking from no experience. And we would meet up at the little cigar spot, and I'm finding out he's smashing the girl who's a hostess at the cigar spot. Yeah. So I find out he's smashing the girl at the host. And at the same time, he got a woman at home. Most dudes would cheer that on and be like, yeah, you know, that's it. Some guys wouldn't even recognize what's taking place. And y'all probably just would be like, oh, he just choose to do that. Yeah. I sat back and you can't help but say, if you are this detached that your baby mama at home, your baby's at home with her, and you smashing the cigar humidor lady or the waitress lady, and I don't know if she even know. I don't think, no, she didn't know. She didn't know. You are a different type of dude, of human being. And any dude that is around you needs to be aware that you don't even care about the emotions of your woman. Why would you care about their emotions? Why? Why would you even have any level of respect for any type of relationship? Why would you even respect my relationship with my wife? My wife, because you clearly don't respect the relationship between yours and your baby mama. So you've already shown me your level of the depth of your compassion. You have no respect. You have no respect. This goes both ways, ladies. It's not just, I'm telling you, there are certain things that men and women share in common. And when I say we have some common things, especially when you have men that start acting like women, like when they have these emotional rants when they're not connected to God. So it's like the scripture in Timothy, you say that any man desire wisdom, let him ask of God, and he'll give it to him liberally and upbraided not. But let him ask in faith, because he that asks, you can't be like a ship tossed from side to side. You have to ask in faith. Now, we normally would say, oh, that's about asking with faith and confidence. No, because there's two things going on. There is the self-doubt, I'm going to have to do something to earn this from God, or I'm earning my way into heaven. And now you try to get all graceful and you believe he's going to give it to you freely, but you got to do something to get it. And then you all in this place of confusion. God going to help me? God going to give me wisdom? He going to do this. And then there's the other side where the people know that they rest in God, and we children of the Most High God. We gods. We know that God loves us even despite of all of that. So the wisdom will pour in. He's making a contrast between the people that really don't depend on God and they do that Sunday morning thing. Dude, and my Sunday morning be every day, bro. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me showing up at the house. God ain't got that. I show up because I want to show up. I don't show up because it's mandatory. The people who move by that grace versus the people who move with the religious law and scholars. Bro, I'm telling you. Because the world can't tell the difference between half of us anyway. They think we the same. And then sometimes, y'all church folks can't tell the difference between us and the world. Y'all think we the same just because we have fun and we enjoy life, and we not sitting back trying to qualify for something. Oh my gosh, let me keep going. We rock.
Something's going to happen because she got to answer for what she did.